Hey everybody, it's Uncle Hinson here in Salinas, California. I am standing on the property of the very church way back in the day that the Lighthouse was penned and written by my Uncle Ronny Hinson down here in this church's basement. And I believe 1970 was when it was written. And so Uncle Ronny told me the other day, he gave me the address and everything, so we wanted to come here. And he said he wrote it in the bathroom in the stall closest to the wall in the basement down here. It just took a few minutes to write. And they were rehearsing, the Hinsons were in this church, they needed new songs because everybody kept telling them, they kept singing everybody else's songs when they'd open up for them. And so the promoter said, you guys got to come up with something on your own. And so they were rehearsing, going over some hymns, and they said, none of it's working. So Ronny says, I'll be right back. Goes down to the basement of this church and pens one of the greatest gospel songs to ever be recorded. And you all know the rest. My daddy sang it, Ronny wrote it, the family joined together, Larry and Yvonne going right now. Okay, so we're going inside the church. My friend Mickey is letting us inside the church. And I'm excited. All our Facebook friends out there, y'all keep watching. This is cool.
Yeah, too bad Pastor Fort wasn't around. He'd love to sit down and chit-chat with y'all.
Yeah.
Oh.
So here's the foyer, and right in there, they were all practicing and doing their thing a few years ago. Long time ago, about 43, 44 years now.
Mm-hmm. Time has a way of doing that.
Yeah. So this is the auditorium where it was perfected and rehearsed. And they were all sitting up here going over some stuff. Just if you were in here, you could hear how great the acoustics were in the place. And so they were all going over stuff, and they were saying, we got to come up with something. Got to come up with our own original material, because you know how important it is for aspiring artists to have stuff that belongs just to them, their signature song. And so they were trying hymns and everything, not working out very well, and they just wasn't really getting what they wanted. So they took a break, and Ronny says, hey, wait a minute, I'll be back. I'm going to go see if I can write us something over it. But Ronny came back from the bathroom after, I think the recollection was like 7 or 10 minutes or something, and just crazy fast to write such a song like that. But, you know, it's God when it just happens, and you can't really take all the credit because it's a God thing that he wrote it, because he hadn't even seen a lighthouse when he wrote the song. He didn't know what it looked like. So he came back up here, wrote it, and one of the siblings just said, let's go back to trying hymns, and wadded it up and threw it in the trash, probably somewhere up around here. And then after a while, going over some stuff, Dad had been working on some country licks, on kind of some Chet Atkinsy country style licks, from my recollection. I'll probably be corrected because I wasn't there. So anyway, these are from stories from my family. So what happened was Dad said, let's try to put this little country thing to it. Let me see that song again. So he brought it out and put some country to it. And so the rest became history. The song became the #1 recorded gospel song in all of gospel music. And, you know, I'm very privileged to become from that family. We're going to show you just a minute where he was at when he wrote the song. So follow me. Or I'll follow Mickey. You follow me. It's right here. That sign right there tells us where the song was written.
This is the men's room, so I'm going to assume that this is where it was called.
Basement. Church.
There you go.
I doubt it looked like that then.
Commode and, you know.
This is probably it right here.
I would guess so. It's only got one stall in it. Now, I don't know what it looked like in 47 or 48 years ago, because I wasn't in this church either.
So right here, we're in the throne room.
Yep. Yeah.
This right here, I don't know, he said it, Ronny told me it was the closest one to the wall, and this happens to be the closest stall to the wall at this moment.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was set up like this 43 years ago, 44 years ago, but it is this way now. So this is the restroom where it was written at. And probably on something not too different than this right here.
What he said, he said he used a couple sheets of toilet paper.
So
I just can imagine trying to write them now.
I'm gonna tell you, Uncle Ronny, killer song, dude. Love it.
Pretty good.
All right, well, that is the grand tour, and thank y'all for supporting the family's music. Most of all, supporting the gospel and gospel music ministry. God bless.
That I could clearly see, if it wasn't for the lighthouse. Tell me, where would this ship be? Oh, tell me, where would this ship be?
I had to do that for you, Uncle Larry.
Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. Oh, man. Got good memories.
We love you.
Love you, too. Thank you so much for sharing this moment with us. This is historical. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for making this possible.